is up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel Toy Unboxing. I am your host, JD. Now, I'm going to go over some new figures that I haven't gone over a lot in past year, actually. And it's been a near and dear to my heart. I love this franchise. I've talked about it multiple times on either of the podcast, on J&J Toy Giants, or on the actual YouTube channel as well, during all of our toy hunts. So I'm going to be going over today Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Automorphin Flip Heads. So Evil Kimberly, Ninjor, and the Yellow Ranger Trini. So this actually was a re-release because I remember when I first started the channel that I unboxed the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger. I found this bad boy here, and I really do apologize about the glare. This was one of the original Power Ranger figures that they actually, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger figures, that they actually unveiled at the fall of 1994. These were actually, and it says in the back, figures were released in the fall of 1994. And they re-released those back in, I think, in 2018 or so. And they were actually depicting the original ones that they had back in 1994. These re-releases actually are kind of like in the same wheelhouse, but a little different as far as like how their bodies are. And I'm going to be going over into detail the differences between this and what they looked like before. And so, of course, on the back, you see Ninjor. He automorphed flip head into his version of the Megazord when he gets really, really big. And, of course, I'm going to be going over, like I said, Evil Kimberly and Trini. And you can see on the back, on this particular wave, they had Tommy, the Green Ranger. There you go. So Tommy, the Green Ranger, White Ranger, Trini, the Yellow Ranger, and Evil Kimberly, Pink Ranger. So I already actually have the Pink Ranger, Black Ranger, Blue Ranger, and Red Ranger. And so I'm going to be going over these to kind of complete the set. And so what we're going to do, like we always do, we're going to let them breathe. All right, so first off, we're going to be going over Trini, the Yellow Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, Saber-Tooth Tiger. So same size. They don't really have them differentiate between each other as far as size goes because they're all the same scale. So naturally you're going to see that there's going to be the lever just like the other new ones that most recently were released. And of course you can see the power coin, hopefully. That's good enough. Close enough. So it has the levers so you can do the automorphin flip head thing. There we go. And so I don't remember Trini ever having short hair. She had pretty long hair, so I don't know, it's just because of the head sculpt and they just couldn't do the hair, or if that was the case, they should just put it in like a ponytail or something. But she's got short hair, which she really didn't have. Came with her blaster, but I fell on the floor and I was too lazy to pick it up. But again, as I said in many videos before, these Power Ranger figures, regardless if they're the Automorphin Flip Head or the Lightning, it's kind of like trying to pull teeth to put these things in their weapons in their hands. I don't know why. These ones, the newer ones, actually have very limited space as far as like articulation on the arms. You can't really do it at a 90-degree angle. This one is actually pretty close to the original, other than the size and the fact that you can actually kind of see the power coin there. But I've actually never had Trini, even when it just came out originally. I think I only had the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger. Who else did I have? Did I have the Black Ranger? I think I had the Black Ranger initially when it came out. And then when they were like the big ones, like they were like 12 inches, I had the Green Ranger and then the Dragon Zord, the Dragon Megazord, or the Dragon Zord, sorry. And so yeah, I'm glad that I was able to. I'm still actually trying to get the Lightning Collection Trini. I know that's super expensive because I think that was one of the first ones that came out. So I'm just still trying to get her to add her to my Mighty Morphin team. And then if I decide I wanted to, collect other teams once they come out. I don't even think they even came out with any Turbo Rangers. Correct me if wrong. Let me know in the comments if they ever came out with any Turbo Rangers at all. Maybe that's going to come out soon. But yeah, so the Yellow Ranger is pretty much the same as everybody else. Articulation is really limited for this basic figure. And let's go to the next one. All right, next is going to be the evil Pink Ranger, Kimberly. And I'm going to review her right next to the regular Kimberly, the good Kimberly. So automatically, obviously, you can see just right off the bat, they do not have on this one specifically for her. I don't know what's different about her specifically. That they don't have that piece on the back where it limits them to do like almost a 90-degree angle. So this one's a little bit more posable. And so this is supposed to be, I forget what episode that they showed the Dark Pink Ranger or Dark Evil Rangers. I gotta research that, but I do remember watching that episode where they were fighting their evil versions of themselves. I don't know if it was in the first or second season, but again, goes without saying, putting this bow in her hand was really, really difficult. Her head sculpt is a little different than the first one. There you go. So this is the first one. This is the second one. So you can tell there's a difference here. And she's got shorter hair. But I like this. Hopefully they'll come up with the other Evil Rangers if they were going to do this one. Again, possibly going to be for future waves of this. I'm not sure exactly how long Hasbro is going to keep doing this. It all depends on if this sells well. I would imagine these are selling well because it's hard to find them in Walmart when I was shopping. I was actually surprised that I was able to find these in the first place, or the other waves. So it's nice to know that they have these. That people they're thinking outside of the box. They're just going retro. I never had the original Pink Ranger from the first version of the Morphin flip heads back in the day, in '94. I would have loved to have it, but they cost money. But as far as like for these figures, I think I have more of a like for these more than the Lightning Collection. Although the Lightning Collections are actually great in and of itself. It's just because they're extremely detailed and everything like that. But these kind of like have a soft spot in my heart. And if I saw a Lightning Collection figure and I saw one of these, I'd probably go with one of these and use my money to buy that rather than the Lightning Collection. Some people have different opinions. But yeah, I mean, I love to have all of these, and I haven't heard any news about any newer waves coming out, but we'll see. But let's go to the next one. All right, everyone, we're going to be going over the next one here. Ninjor from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and this was during the later seasons when they lost their dinosaur powers and they were going to be needing the ninja powers. And different from the actual movie itself. So Ninjor is the person or the spirit that they see to get their ninja powers, and then he joins them in battle as well. So this one is a little different than the other Automorphin flip heads, whereas before they used to have a little lever in the back here. So you can see head sculpt pretty cool. Even got his Ninjor logo here. What is this? So this one's a little different. So there's a little lever here on the back that you got to pull back, and then boom, he's in his Megazord type get up here. And then of course his weapon here There's no really way that you can actually put it in his hand, but they have this little area where you can, you know. I apologize. Didn't mean that to drop, but I stand corrected. He does come with his ninja sword. I figured this actually has an opening for his sword, so this goes in the back. There we go. And then put this in the back. And so I'm just gonna put that back, and then boom, you got his sword right here. That's how I'm gonna display him. So, as I said, he's very blocky, if that's even a word. And then when you raise his arms up, and you hear a bunch of clicking. All right, so basically, you drop this down here, boom, right? All right, and then you drop, and then you open this up, right? Boom. If you were to take his sword off, and then boom, now he's in his Megazord. His final look. But if you were to put him back into his regular form, boom, these go down. So there, that's his. So that makes sense now, that why you hear all the clicking, because this stuff comes up, this stuff goes down. So not bad. I like it a lot. But like I said, he is kind of heavy, more so than the other Rangers. I'm actually really kind of like would want to know the reason why they decided to do a Ninja, if they didn't do any of the other Rangers that have their ninja powers. Maybe that's going to be coming in the next wave. Who knows? But it's really weird that they did the Mighty Morphin flip heads, but then Ninja as the next one, other than Tommy and as the White Ranger, Tommy as the Green Ranger. So, because I'm looking at the other ones, they're all Trini, Tommy, and then they had Zach, Billy, and Jason. So, who knows? Maybe I can do some research and find out why they decided to do it, or hopefully there's some videos as to why they decided to do this rather than the others. Or just wait until they just did the Ninja versions of the Rangers before they came out with Ninja. But I like it, so we'll see you in a minute. And that is all the time we have today for this edition of the J&J Toy Giants toy unboxing. Again, I'm your host, JD. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also comment on any of our video submissions on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also follow us on TikTok. Thank you so very much. And again, thank you for all who's been supporting us and watching us from day one-ish. See you soon. Take care. Keep on cruising.